Alright, it is FrOzenSwipe here, and I got a game of Domination on Village for you guys. But it's going to be a little bit different. It's something that you don't generally tend to see from me. This is a sniping gameplay, and you know, I'm going to be talking about sniping or quickscoping in this commentary. The score isn't too great. I only go like 26 and 10. I do realise it's not a lot of kills and quite a few deaths for a gameplay. But, you know, bear in mind, I was sniping in this game, and I'm using non-lethal kill streaks. So most of my kills are with my sniper rifle. I get like 23, 24 kills with my sniper rifle. I believe I get maybe 1 or 2 with my machine pistol secondary, and get a triple feed, you know, as you do. I was actually really chuffed with that triple feed because I've gotten so close to getting triple feeds before. But anyway, back to what I was saying. I think I also get a kill with like a stun grenade. I think I get a hit marker on the guy, and the explosion from the stun grenade is enough to kill him. So I thought that was kind of funny. But yeah, like I was saying, you know, I'm kind of going to talk about sniping in Modern Warfare 3 and kind of, you know, what I feel about sniping in this game. You know, when Modern Warfare 3 was first announced, I really wanted sniping to be like it was in Call of Duty 4. Purely because, you know, a lot of people thought that sniping was a little bit too easy in Modern Warfare 2, which I kind of have to agree with them. I mean, you know, it didn't take too much to kind of get good with the snipers in that game, because you could scope in so quickly. You know, it was quite easy to quick scope, what have you. But at the same time, you know, a lot of people thought that Black Ops sniping was way too difficult and was, you know, really frustrating. And, you know, that's understandable as well, because, I mean, the amount of sway that the snipers had in Black Ops and, you know, the random spread was kind of ridiculous, in my opinion. You know, I mean, if your crosshair is dead on the guy, I mean, the bullet should go where the crosshair is. I mean, that doesn't happen in real life. I do realise quickscoping doesn't either, but, you know, I'll get to that bridge later on in this commentary. But anyway, I really wanted it to be like Call of Duty 4, because that seemed to be the perfect middle ground. No one complained about it being overpowered, no one complained about it being too frustrating or any bullshit like that. So I was hoping for Call of Duty 4 sniping. When I heard that sniping was going to be like Modern Warfare 2, I was a little disappointed, yes, but now that I'm actually playing the game, I am glad with what they did with the snipers. For one very simple fact, the guns seem to kill you a lot faster than you do in Modern Warfare 2. I mean, like, literally, if you miss your first shot, you're gone. In Modern Warfare 2, the guns killed a little bit slower. Also, the fact that the intervention, with the intervention anyway, there wasn't a lot of time between shots. You could recock the bolt on the intervention incredibly quickly. So, I mean, oftentimes if you missed your first shot or you got a hit marker, you could often get off another shot and clean the guy up. Whereas in this game, there seems to be a lot more time between shots with the bolt actions. So you pretty much have to make your first shot count, because if you don't, odds are you're probably not going to recock the bolt in time to squeeze off a second shot and clean the guy up. Or, you know, you're not going to be able to pull out your sidearm quick enough to kind of finish him off. So you really do need to make your first shot count. So there is a good bit of difficulty in this game still. So don't think that, you know, sniping is too easy in this game, because that and the fact that the maps are much smaller in this game than they are in previous Call of Duties, or at least more of the maps are smaller. That's just how I feel anyway. So obviously, you know, sniping is not good for sniping does not suit small maps very well. So, you know, I mean, there are only maybe a handful of maps in this game that I genuinely feel somewhat comfortable sniping on. This would be one of them, and, you know, there are a few more. But most of the maps, you know, I wouldn't be able to use a sniper rifle on at all. I would just be destroyed by submachine guns. But anyway, yeah, what was I saying? I've kind of lost my train of thought. Okay, but at the start of this commentary, I said that I was going to be sniping and not quickscoping. That's because I pride myself being a sniper and not a quickscoper. You know, I use quickscoping as a tool. Like, say for example, say the guy's like close to medium range and he is an immediate threat to me, like he's looking at me, he is aiming at me, he is about to kill me, then I will quickscope. If the guy is at long range, you know, I have the advantage. He can't really hit me because of the recoil on his gun, and the fact that, you know, it'll take him like maybe 4 or 5 shots to kill me. Then, you know, I've got time to line up the shot and make sure it counts. So, you know, if I have all the time in the world to make sure that the guy dies, then I'm going to use it all. But I really do think that quickscoping should be used as like a last resort. You know, if the guy is literally like right on top of you, and you need to squeeze off a shot really quickly, then, you know, of course you're going to quickscope. But I think that, the idea that, you should run around and, never hard scope, never, barely even look down your scope at all, I think that's kind of ridiculous. And, it's not a smart way to play the game, in my opinion. But anyway, I do dislike the fact that people criticize hardscoping. Most people consider anything that isn't a quickscope to be a hardscope, but, I mean, what about, normal sniper shots? I mean, what I would consider just to be a normal shot would be you'd scope in, you line up the target, you take the shot, and you scope back out. And if you do that all within like a couple seconds, then that's just like a normal shot. But I don't really consider that to be a hard scope. Now, obviously, if you scoped in for like maybe 3-4 seconds or more at a time, or if you're firing off multiple shots without scoping out, then obviously, yeah, that's a hard scope. But at the same time, you can't really criticize people for using the gun the way it was intended and using it to its full advantage. I mean, that doesn't seem like logical. That's like at the same time, you don't criticize someone for looking down the sights of their gun for more than 3 seconds on an assault rifle or anything. So why do it with sniper rifles? It just kind of eludes me. But I don't like the way that people kind of hate on quickscoping or hate on sniping in general. Yeah, fair enough, it is unrealistic. I think we can all admit, you're never going to go into Afghanistan, see snipers running around quickscoping Taliban, I mean, that flat out just isn't going to happen. But, I mean, realistic sniping just flat out would not work in Call of Duty. The reason being is that, this isn't exactly a realistic interpretation of warfare. I mean, if you want to see more realistic interpretation of warfare, just look at Battlefield. I mean, the maps are huge, you fire in bursts or single shots most of the time, apart from extreme close quarters, and the maps are huge, so you can properly snipe. I mean, realistic sniping works in that game because the maps are big. Realistic sniping would never work in this game because the maps are tiny, especially in Modern Warfare 3. The maps, as I said before, are a lot smaller than they are in previous Call of Duties. So, I mean, realistic sniping just wouldn't work. I mean, you need the snipers. If you're using a sniper rifle, you need to have some chance. You need to have something to give, some ability, to potentially kill a guy at close to medium range, because like 75% of your engagements with a sniper, no matter how passively you play or how well you play the map, they're probably going to be close to medium range. It's very hard to make it so that like 90% of your engagements are at long range, short of just like camping down a really long sight line or something like that. So I mean, quickscoping is definitely necessary to keep the snipers balanced. The other thing is that, a lot of people say that quickscoping is cheating or overpowered or bullshit like that. That's the kind of crap that got quickscoping nerfed in Black Ops. And quickscoping, sniping, it is definitely not overpowered for one very simple reason. You will always do better with an assault rifle or submachine gun. Now, the way I see it, if you have a fully automatic assault rifle or a submachine gun, and you can't kill a guy who's using a bolt-action rifle at close range, I think it says a lot more about you than it does about quickscoping. I mean, you should be able to easily kill a guy at close range with a fully automatic weapon, because you can just spray the guy, and if he misses the first shot, he's gone. So, it really does say more about you than it does them. And a lot of people say that, it's all auto aim and stuff like that. Auto aim assist in on console games, it doesn't work like it does in the campaign, where you scope in and it kind of locks on to the target to the guy that you scoped in close to. You know how it works in the campaign anyway. It doesn't work like that online. It's more kind of sticky aim. Woody's Gamertag did a video on this. You should check it out. He demonstrates how it works. But essentially, as you're dragging your as you scoped in and drag your crosshair along, what it does is it slows down the sensitivity and makes it so that it's kind of like dragging a stick through glue. It kind of increases the resistance, but then as your crosshair drags away from him, it goes back to normal. So it's just there to kind of help with the fact that controllers aren't as accurate as the mouse and keyboard, because you can be like pinpoint accurate with the mouse and keyboard, whereas you can't be with the controllers. So it's just there to kind of, you know, give you a bit of the console gamers a bit of help, and because without it you probably wouldn't be able to hit anything. But you know, that's pretty much been my spiel on you know, snipers and quickscoping and all that. So I hope you've enjoyed. I'll leave down in your comments what you think about, you know, sniping or quickscoping or any of the topics that I've brought up here today. Feel free to leave it down in the comments. I really want to know what you think. And as always, this has been FrOzenSwipe. I hope you've enjoyed. Feel free to leave a comment. And yeah, thanks for watching.